Did you hear? Kanye West apologized. Well, to those who listen to lots of rap music, I feel like it's a pretty big deal. But I wonder if he was hitting legs twice a week. Anyways, speaking of legs, today's legs, and I also want to see if this handy dandy machine can give me some abductor work. It doesn't look like it. Huh. Well, that's just lovely. So no, we're gonna have to get creative with some abductor work. Don't worry, I'll put in the research eventually to figure out what we can do for abductors. But until then, quite honestly, I'm just gonna kill it with hamstrings and quads. I went ahead and put the knee brace on my right leg. Oh yeah, that felt great. Oh, that felt good. Usually, until I do that set, I'm a little stiff. But honestly, I feel pretty loose. So, let's go ahead and get started with set 1. Okay, that's not bad. 190 for 7. It's not awful. Let's keep going. All right, I haven't felt better. Okay. All right. That felt good. Okay. Oh, 210. Wow. All right. 3 more. Oh God. All right, 2 more. All right, different camera angle because I want to get some back shots. I want to get back shots. You know what I meant. You you know what I mean. All right. Oh shit, how did I have my hands last time? Yeah, I don't like that. No, I didn't. I did it like that. I was supposed to do it like that. All right. It's fine. Whatever. Ah, all right. One more set. Hell yeah. Friday's gonna be 2 plates. I promise. Man. Let's fucking move on, dude. I lost count. Whoa, I lost count. Let me. Okay. I did. I lost count. I'll review the footage. All right. Oh, 2 more sets of that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit. All right, 1 more set. Come on. Fuck! Ah. Okay, we're back to 50 calf raises. We're back to 4. Oh my God, we're back to 4 sets of 50 calf raises. Now people can argue with me on this, but I did not even start feeling my calf work until around 37, 40 reps. And one would argue, well, that's why you have multiple sets. Okay, so I'll argue, why do I need to do, like, say I'm doing low rep calf raises. What if I don't start feeling my calf until set 2? I mean, no, not all of those calf raises were perfect. I do try to keep my heel from hitting the ground, which is why I use this platform that I'm sitting on. Sometimes I kind of like, I have to consciously think about, okay, don't let your heel drop, kind of feel the middle of your foot. Once it hits that, because like you raise with your toe, once you feel it hit that, you don't want it to stoop off. You just like, once it hits, up again, up again, up again. Now that they're activated, I'm going to take about a minute's rest, which will be by the time this little speech is over. I'm going to do it again. Calf activation will come 15, 20 reps in. Now, like I said, they're not all the cleanest, but I'm already up 50 reps and I'm already warmed up. Which you take the other guy who's just doing like 10, 15 reps of calf raises, he's not going to feel his calves really feel them until set 3. After that, he's just got if say he feels it after set 2 and he's just doing 15 reps per set, that means he's got 30 sets where he actually feels his calf. Whereas I've got, 30 reps per set. If I start feeling them by like 15, 20, I've got about 30, 35 reps already that I'm going to crank out, and I'm going to feel every single one of them. So you can argue, but I mean, yeah, you can overtrain. Yeah, you can get a calf tear, which is why I just use 225s. And I'm not like, I used to load on the barbell and do calf raises with huge amounts of weight. And honestly, I wasn't really feeling it because I used to do really heavy weight, really slow and controlled calf raises, only like 15. Never felt it. So now that I'm doing lighter weight, and I haven't really been increasing the weight like I want to because of, the issues that we had where my calves were just so tired. And I'm not saying just start doing 50 reps as soon as you get in. No. Start with your first set about 20, 25 reps. Next set, do 30. Next set, do 35 or 40, and then 50 on the last. Kind of like warm up and get there. And then once you're there, that's what I wish I did differently. But like, I just don't see the idea behind loading heavy, especially on like a calf machine, and then doing such little reps when you're not even going to feel it until set like 2 or 3. Maybe I wasn't loading heavy enough. Who knows? But honestly, I feel like the risk of injury is so much less if you do less weight. So with calf raises, less weight, more reps. How about that? But that's a hot take that I'm willing to argue. Not really argue, but I'm willing to have a conversation with somebody about. So let's crank out 3 more sets of 50. "20 reps in and I'm feeling my calves." So that means I've got about 30 sets where it just gets progressively harder, or not 30 sets, 30 reps where it will progressively get more difficult. And also I've lost count, so I'm just gonna oh, that feels like 50, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay. All right, I'll watch the footage and count. All right, I did 2 more because I only did 48 last set. I gotta say, between squatting nearly 200 pounds and deadlifting 2 plates, that was a very successful leg day, honestly. Only thing we need is outer and inner thigh work, and then it'll be literally perfect. I think we got calves covered, however. I'm also figuring out how to flex legs too. All right, let's cut to the post-workout meal. How about it? a little bit late with the recording. I've already consumed a little bit. I had to separate it so I could put some egg whites in it. I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, I'm sorry. I feel really good about this lift. And I gotta come clean. Right. Yesterday I had hit my calorie limit because I had 3 hard-boiled eggs, so that's the whole egg, which is a lot of calories. And then I had one of these bowls, which is a humongous chunk of my calories for the day. And I ended up eating nearly 5,000 calories yesterday, because I was behind on everything. Protein. Well, but yeah, protein, fiber, and carbs. I was way behind. So today I've made smarter decisions. I am perfectly at my fat goal today. But I think that, honestly, eating so many calories just made me, well, I mean, because realistically, I overate my fat the most. Everything else was pretty much exactly where it needed to be. So my fat is exactly where it needs to be today. So we're going to have to, if we eat one of these bowls, I mean, that's a huge chunk of fat. And then the chia seeds are also like equal in carbs and fat. So if I'm eating 50 something, I get a lot of my fiber from either like bread or these chia seeds. And if I'm eating it in chia seeds, like, that's like 40 to 50 grams of carbs and fat, and not equal amount in fiber. So like the chia seeds on top of just the ground beef and the rice in general is just so much fat. So we're adjusting, but we're still good. We're going strong with it. 4,000 calories isn't hard to hit when your post-workout meal is 1,500 alone. That doesn't include the sauce, chia seeds, or egg whites. So I don't know the exact calorie count for this meal. I'm going to estimate about around, I think it's safe to assume 1,800 calories for this meal. But one bowl down, one bowl to go. The lift. Hang on. All right, we're good. The lift. I feel really good about the lift. We were really strong on squat, especially towards the end where I should be most tired. I was the strongest. Deadlift was really strong. Only issue is my grip was starting to give out because my hands were getting sweaty. So we may be investing in some straps here pretty soon, especially since we're about to be hitting 2 plates plus, which is 215 pounds. I estimate by Friday we're going to have a 200-pound squat and a 215-pound or 2-plate deadlift, which is extremely exciting. But I don't want to rush anything because I don't want to fuck my legs up. That's the nicest way of putting it, realistically, because those are 2 very heavy movements, and both happen to be on the front and the back of your legs. So we're going to take it relatively easy. If I don't feel like I'm in 200-pound squat territory, I will do 195 for about 8 reps for 4 sets. But I foresee in the future us hitting 200 pounds for 7 or 8, whatever I'm feeling. What else do I got? Any updates on anything? Fish oil doesn't come until Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, next Tuesday. For me, it's Tuesday. For you, it's Wednesday. Don't you love this one day delay? But I'm pretty excited. I think that's really going to help with our recovery, and we're going to be able to lift harder, longer. Well, I wouldn't say longer, but I mean like put in more effort. I mean, and other than all that, I mean, we have push day tomorrow, so we see if I can actually handle 155 bench for 7 or 8, preferably whatever doesn't get the bar dropped on me. Let's put it that way. But we were really strong for back and biceps and for legs, so one could only hope it carries over to push. Let me think. That's pretty much it, I believe. Keep going. That's it. Like, we keep going. For people who are starting out, I know that there is someone who's been, I can't remember the username off the top of my head, but they've been at it for 5 months. I want to just tell you, keep going. Keep going. Don't stop, because you will regret stopping more than you regret staying with it. Now, that doesn't make sense, but let me elaborate. Imagine a scenario in the future where you're not able to work out just because some happenstance or unexpected thing just happens, and you're just not able to work out, okay? If you stop now, and say the scenario is inevitable, it's going to happen, you don't know what it is, it could be anything that puts you in a position where you're just not able to work out, right? If you're staying consistent from that point in time, so right now, you're working out, boom, whatever that is happens. You don't get to work out for a while. Muscle memory will kick in because of your consistency, because of everything. Now, I'm not manifesting something bad happen. This is just an example of why it's important to keep it up. Muscle memory is going to kick in, so once you get back in the gym and you start kicking ass, you're going to be right back on track, no problem. But say you stop now, where was that muscle memory? Where was that consistency? Where was that discipline? Because now that happened, now you're like, oh, well, I'm never going to be in a state to work out again. Whereas if you were working out, you're like, oh, I cannot wait to get back in the gym and kick ass. But that's just one of the many benefits of working out, other than like the health side of it. But like for me, mainly the drive is just like, I don't want to be a skinny bitch. And for some people that drive doesn't work, but I mean, for me, it's just like, I don't want to be known as that guy who you wouldn't know he goes to the gym unless he took his shirt off. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that's like, oh, he's hiding it because, yeah, he's a fucking, what's a good word? He's a fucking monster. Underneath the hood, he's a fucking beast. That's the kind of person that I want to be. I want people to perceive that. So until I get to the point, and this is the kind of mindset that I've got, whenever I get to the point where people notice that I am constantly in the gym and I look like I'm in the gym from just wearing baggy clothes and oversized stuff, when people start noticing that, I'll be like, oh yeah, I fucking made it. Because now people are noticing and I'm not even showing it. All you can see is my neck and my hands. And they know. And I think that is the ultimate compliment. But we're not there. But with the current trajectory that we're on, expect great things, expect amazing things. So, this has been going on for quite a while. This is a little bit of a longer video, I assume, based on the current runtime. But I'm going to edit all this together. I'm going to finish this bowl, and I will see you tomorrow for a successful bench press.